So welcome everyone to chapter 22 of the Chronicles of Corona. We've been going through this experience of the land of Corona now for 22 weeks. And the very first week, we heard from our exchange student in Germany. And as she just reminded me, it was between weeks 1 and 2 that we had to all of a sudden quickly get her back here to the US. And so today is a special day here at the church. I was asked by a colleague if we had any seniors graduating this year, and if we did, what were we doing to celebrate them? And I said, yes, indeed, we had a senior, and no, I didn't know how we were going to celebrate them because, well, all the plans we had, and we had some pretty cool plans, were gone. So this pastor said to me, well, in their church, what they were doing to celebrate their senior was to have a drive-by celebration, that their senior was going to stand in the labyrinth. We have a labyrinth too. And the cars would go by and toss gifts of cards and financial gifts to the senior to fulfill their dreams. And they would then drive on. Well, we took it to the next level. So I am pleased to introduce to you the Legend From Afar, who has returned home by week 2. So 21 weeks ago, we got her back. And here she is, Legend From Afar. Step on up.
Hi.
Tell us your story in the land of Corona.
Oh no, it's kind of a long story. I don't know where to start. Where should I start?
Let's start with when you got home.
Okay, well, I got home. I think I kind of told this in episode 2.
Yeah, maybe a brief update.
Yeah, so basically Mom called one morning and was like, you're coming home, are you ready to go today? And I had nothing packed. So we ended up going like 1 or 2 days after that, and I came home. It was about a 23-hour entire flight thing, and it was one of the last flights out of Germany to the US before they closed the airports. And so that was an experience. And here I was with like my big backpack, my big bag, struggling because no one would help you because, you know, Corona. And everyone basically just looked at me in pity because I was struggling really hard, but like, pity looks don't help you get where you were supposed to go. So that was kind of frustrating, but I got where I was supposed to go, and I mean, I made myself laugh because I looked like an idiot, but that's fine. And so then I got home, and then, then I was home.
So we didn't get to do a welcome home party. What we got to do, we weren't supposed to, her pediatrician said she had to be quarantined, and we weren't supposed to hug her, imagine this, when she got off the plane. So Mom came up with a different idea. So you did have a welcome home hugger, and you did have a welcome home sign. Do you remember? Could you tell them?
Well, I had 2 signs. One that says welcome home little quail, and one Henry made that said resistance is futile, and had like a quail on it with like a red eye, which Mom decided wasn't the best thing to take to the airport. And then aside for hugs, all I got was the dogs, but I thought that was fine.
I brought you Tinkerbell.
Oh yeah, she brought Tinkerbell to the airport, which then I was like, that's right, I have a chihuahua, that's right, big jealous.
So we didn't get to do a welcome home party. And we, as I mentioned, I had a colleague who mentioned to us about what they were doing for the graduate. And so that was, you got home in March. In March. So we figured by her birthday, which is this week, that by her birthday, if people took the precautions, if we followed good advice, maybe by her birthday we could do something. Well, as you know, we've never gotten out of the first wave of the coronavirus pandemic, so it's gotten worse. What then could we do? And then our wonderful camp in Simpson did a drive-through fundraiser with dinners. So we combined the in Simpson dinners, because we would want to feed our guests at a party. So we were going to do a dinner anyhow, drive-through dinner with the wave at the graduate, but hold on, there's more. Because not only is she a graduate, but she's also home from Germany. So it's a welcome home, a congratulations on graduation, and ooh, let's pause there. Tell them what graduation was like.
Oh, okay. So, graduation was interesting. So we went to the high school. We all got our like gowns and everything before, and then we had certain days that we were supposed to go based on our last names, and like a certain time. So we'd go. We had to stand in line, and then they'd like radio in, and then we'd go in and walk down this hall, and then we could get like one of the pamphlet things that say like everyone's name on it and stuff as a keepsake. Then you walk down a little further, and they're like, "What's your name?" And then they radio in your name. You walk into the theater where the principal's just standing there and just kind of stares at you and says congratulations, which was really awkward for me because I was totally lost, as I usually am. And I was like, what do I do? And so you walk out, they take your picture on the stage with your diploma and everything. Well, you have an empty diploma. And then you walk out to the field. They redid the football field, and so you walk out there, and then there's this camera that was taking a video of people throwing their hats in the air, so like seniors. And so, oh wait, only seniors graduate. That's kind of obvious. Never mind. And so they threw their hat in the air, and then they took a video, and they're gonna put it together into like one big video of everyone. And then you just got to go take pictures, and then you go into the gym and like get your actual diploma and everything, and then you leave.
And so when Hannah did her leap, something happened.
Oh my gosh.
You willing to tell?
Yeah, so I was wearing like 2 medals around my neck, and one of them was this really thick one from Spokane Scholars, and I got a little bit too
And why did you have a medal from Spokane Scholars?
Oh, I won, I was a Spokane Scholar for World Language, and then I won a scholarship from them as well.
Don't let your voice go down.
I won a scholarship from them as well. And so yeah, so I had a big medal around my neck, and so I went to like be really enthusiastic, and I got a little too cocky, and I jumped really high, and my medal went bang into my forehead, and I got like a big red bump on there for the rest of my photos. So
yeah, she was Spokane Scholar marked. Yeah, there she is. So, celebration of her graduation, celebration of her welcome home party, and celebration of birthday. So, Hannah, you were born in August.
that's true.
And you were born at a time that's pretty cool. So every year on your birthday, almost every year, we do something really special because you were born in the middle of
The morning.
So the Perseid meteor shower, I think it's cool that she landed with the falling stars, the meteors. And so frequently we go out
To see the stars. I don't know what you want me to say. We go out on the town.
Well, out in the dark, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's where you
Town,
see stars.
see 'em. That's right. So we do, and so we're having her birthday also celebrated today. So we're celebrating her graduation, her welcome home, her birthday, and she's been accepted. She was accepted at some pretty cool schools. Tell them about where you were accepted and what you plan to do.
Okay, so I was accepted at UC Davis. I was accepted in Colorado State University.
Louder.
I was accepted in Colorado State University and University of Washington, Seattle, and WSU. And so I decided to go to WSU because of the scholarships they gave me as well as the opportunities that they offered. And I plan to study veterinary science, major in animal science, minor in zoology, and maybe do another minor or major in the German language, and then to travel to everywhere that's possible. We'll see with Corona, but and work as an international vet to help combat climate change and the endangerment of species.
Very cool. So would you walk us through the plans for this party? This go to college, welcome home, happy birthday, graduation, congratulations, party.
Okay, so what happens is people will come in towards the front, and then we'll have I'll be standing there going like this, and they'll come and they'll be able to pick up the food that they pre-ordered as well as a cookie. And
adorable cookie, by the way.
By Julie. Julie made the cookies. So.
By One Smart Cookie.
Yeah, One Smart Cookie. That's what it is. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you gotta know about One Smart Cookie.
Go order cookies today.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Anyways,
so they'll come in the parking lot. We're lucky. We have a wonderful little parking lot. It goes around the church, and we'll have it one way. So they'll come in on the south side of the church, the side that a lot of folks come through. It's the side with the handicap parking. You'll come up to the south door, and at the south door,
I'll be there, going like this.
And you will have
I'll have this. It's a penguin, and you put cards in here. So then it's super big. Oh my gosh, it's super big. So then I can do this and stay socially distant. See, look how far I am. Pretty far. I know. Pretty cool. Not to flex, but.
So when you come in to keep social distance, you'll be getting your meal. If you've made the reservation for the meal, you get the meal. We have a couple of people who are checking off the names and fetching the meals, and then Hannah will be there to talk you up about what she's got planned and what's going on. And so that she can keep distance, she's made her dream box into a dream box penguin so she can keep distance, and you can still give her a card. So after they get the card, meanwhile, we have now, as of yesterday, just finished our own little FM transmitter. So you'll be able to tune in and hear the Hannah's playlist. And on your playlist of music, Hannah, you told me you had 6 hours. It's only a 1 hour program.
6.5 hours.
6.5 hours. It's only a 1 hour party, but we're going to start it early for the helpers who are in our kitchen. We're fortunate. We have a professional kitchen, and we have workers here at the church who have gotten their food handlers cards. So we're able to make a really nice meal. Oh, Hannah, you should tell them about that too.
Right.
All right, so let's go back. So they come in, they'll receive their meal. And the meal is?
We're having rice with Kahlua pork and potato salad.
Yeah.
Potato salad and a cookie.
And a cookie, that's right. So
from One Smart Cookie, order cookies today.
Order cookies. So we have, then as you get that, so you get to talk to Hannah, then you drive around the church and you'll park over on the north side. And there you'll be able to listen to our FM station, which will have Hannah's playlist. And on the playlist is?
Songs.
What kind of songs, Hannah?
Songs that don't swear.
So she has some German songs as well, German pop songs. So you'll get to hear a little bit of what she heard while she was in Germany that she still loves and plays.
You might not like it.
And
but that's okay.
You might. You'll also hear a lot of other songs. So we'll start that station early, and I'll probably put the number out on the church, the board in front of the church, because we're hoping we'll also be able to do this for Sunday mornings and other events here at the church. All right, so you'll be on the station. Now, the meals are served only to those who have made reservations, and they're only from 6:30 to 7. At 7, we start a program, and that program includes, because it's a birthday party, it's a party, you gotta have games. How do you do games socially distanced? We've been working on this, and one of the games is?
We're gonna play like a modified bingo, I guess. where we're making bingo cards that they're like, it's bingo and Jeopardy kind of mixed together. And so it's a bingo card, and all in it has like questions about me. And so people will get them with their meal, and then they have to try and answer them, and then we'll start with like a full blackout. Anyone who has a full blackout, or then like the border, and then see how long it takes for someone to actually get something in a row. And I feel like I've made it very difficult, so I guess we'll see.
So when you get your meal, with your meal will be your bingo / Jeopardy card. And it will have questions about Hannah. And because it's set up like a bingo board, you'll be able to black it out or do a cross or all the borders. And you'll call in because we'll have our FM radio station. So my number will be on there, the church number, and maybe Hannah's number too. So we can get 3 people on at once if you've got, if you're the winner. And because we are being distanced from each other, the prize is fame for having figured all this out. We're still kind of asking ourselves about, do we actually give something because of, maybe we could, yes, I know what we can do. We've been working on this for a while. So we'll have our party for a half hour. You'll get to hear some of Hannah's wishes and dreams and some of her adventures there, but we're also hoping to have people who will call in and tell us their hopes and dreams for Hannah or their favorite experiences of Hannah. And that's just from 7 to 7:30. So again, you'll come in through the one-way entrance. We're going to create a one-way through our parking lot. You'll be able to come to the south side, park on the north side, and tune into the station and be with us that way. Let's see, Hannah, anything else people should know about?
I don't know.
Well, maybe they'd want to know. So this has been very much out of the box for our church. If you have questions, feel free to write them in the comments and we'll see if we can answer them. Some of the things we're doing, I thought you might be interested in because this is so out of the box. Now, back at the beginning, although we're not using it right now, I want to share with you. So to get better sound, which we're not using right now, that's why I keep reminding Hannah to speak up. It's not plugged in, but usually on a Sunday morning it is. So I know that's reading backwards because I don't know how to make the camera do this correctly yet. You know, my motto, fail boldly that success may abound. I'm still failing boldly to get this camera to show you correctly, but okay, I will figure this out, or somebody will and teach me. This little sound system, so you can plug in 2 mics. I have 1 mic for the pulpit, 1 mic for the piano, and it connects into my computer, or yes, it does the iPad, which is what we're using right now. And that gives us better sound. We've been using this for a while and it truly has improved things. We just learned how to have the computer and the iPad at the same time. Now, to do the FM radio station, that's a whole new experience. And I thought, shall we walk them over there to see it?
Okay.
All right. Now there's also some amazingly cool signs that you'll see when you come into, oops, there we go, into the party. Now over here, let's see if I can switch this around for you, and it looks like I can. All right, this is our sound desk here at the church. It's a wonderful old system, and if you have an old system like us, you know, one of the beauties is that it really does a great job for us. What happened yesterday when I was getting our new FM transmitter, so here it is. This is our FM transmitter, and on top, I don't know if you can see this, but on top, it tells you about the FCC rules and how it fits with those. That was one of the things I was most nervous about when we first started to enter into this pandemic, was how do we do this? Now, you have an audio in and a mic in. Oh, I've got to turn, hey Hannah, if you go around, do you know where the electricity is on the other side? Go ahead and turn that on. So when we first started to look at how we were going to do worship, I was reading about there were FCC rules, and this, at that time, I don't know if it had this label on it, but I didn't know what the rules were, so that kind of made all the other things we had to do more important at the time. Then what I did is I went through our boom box to look for an airwave that didn't have anybody on it. And I tried a couple. The 89.3 seemed to be the one that interfered least. Now here's the tricky part. To get from our sound system and go through the transmitter, I needed to have the sound system talk to it. And in the YouTube video, it looks so easy. You just were going to go over here to a sub out. Oops. Yeah, the sub out right here. The subgroup out. And it was going to then come over here to go into audio. Now, I'd already tried this. I can do just an audio connection to my computer, but then I couldn't get the mic to work. Oh my gosh, folks, that took me, I started working on this at 10:30 yesterday. This is what happens when amateurs try to do big jobs. So, all in the video was put the chords together and it's going to work. Well, it turned out that I needed a different chord. So I went over to Guitar Center. They've been really good to help me with different things that I wanted. And I got this particular chord, the chord that came with my device. I had adapters because our dear Daniel had so many adapters. It didn't work. But in the end, when you get the right equipment, oh my gosh, it goes so much faster. However, what you need if your system's old like ours, because this isn't in the how-to video, is on your desk, you have a main, and then you have this 1, 2, and 3, 4. Those are subgroup tabs. That's what took me forever and forever. And I would not have figured it out if Jonathan at Guitar Center hadn't helped me. So there it is, and currently, nobody's on the station now. If there is, I'll get back to you with a different number. But for now, we're on, as you see, on Facebook. Now, the party tonight won't be on Facebook, but I may have some GoToMeeting because I'm thinking how we get Hannah's grandma into the picture for tonight, as well as her aunties. So that is chapter 22 of the Chronicles of Corona. And this is the reason for the party. It is a welcome home. Congratulations on graduation. Congratulations on going to WSU. Congratulations. What else was it? Welcome home, birthday, WSU, graduation. I think that's it. And she's even being a good sport because I've asked her to wear her cap and one of our church black robes so that when she...
It's gonna be 80 degrees.
Well, okay. You don't have to zip up the robe.
Hot as tamales, bro.
So, out of the box. Last Sunday, the scripture talked about Peter being out of the boat. And I've been thinking a lot about how we have to get out of the boat on these rough waters. And that's how Veridale's doing it, as we're going to celebrate the Legend From Afar, that when she got home in March, we thought by her birthday, certainly things would be better. Well, they're not better, friends, and they're not going to get better for a long time. Actually, everything that I read says it's going to get worse. So be careful out there. Wear your masks, wash your hands, and even when you do the best, I know bad things can still happen, but do your best. And because we need to get through this as much as we can together. Plan on it being a longer time than you can imagine. So, but also know we're going to get through it. This too will pass. In the meantime, be creative, fail boldly, that success may abound, and we'll be posting pictures, I hope, for our out of the box, out of the boat celebration. So until next time, all peace and good be with you. Bye.